It's actually multifaceted. We don't have good roads. We don't have good vehicles. We do not have good roads because our maintenance culture is abysmally poor. Okay, so if these things are going to be solved, whatever problem the government is solving in Nigeria now has to be solved holistically. It has to be solved holistically. 30 buses being launched, except there's some multiplication or some multiplier effect on those buses that will now make them into thousands of buses that can cater to the number of Nigerians we have. I don't know. Then again, on the issue of the gas, questions you want to ask: do we have the technology to maintain and to sustain that innovation? Do we have the technology? Of course, you travel, a lot of our leaders travel outside of the shores of this country, and you see electric vehicles everywhere. All they need to do is just get into a plug station, plug in your vehicle, and after a while you are off, you're moving. Do we have all of this? So when things are being set up, first of all, cushioning effects must be put in place, and apart from that, supporting services to make sure that whatever is set up, lasts, should be put in place. And also, I think that it's important for our leaders to understand what posterity is all about. In our church, for instance, when I teach, people in House of David understand that life is not just about prosperity. Prosperity is actually supposed to lead to posterity. So our leaders must come in such a way that every leader wants to be sure that in my time, I was able to establish this, and this thing has lasted for long. So I'm just praying for our leaders. I'm praying that we'll be able to come up with solutions, lasting solutions. When you come up with lasting solutions, you don't have to give money to people. You don't have to try to induce people to support you. When you come with lasting solutions, people will come out by themselves to give you all the support that they are supposed to give.
We'll be hearing about it, and thank God that we finally said it has been launched, even despite it's after the protest that people have started vetting their anger. They have not seen meaningful development during the regime of our President Bola Tinubu. So, but we are hopeful that it should not go the way El-Rufai bus also go, because in Nigeria it's not about initiative, but it should be about finitiative, what to initiate. When our people travel abroad, they come back, they saw the lovely, and the beautiful environment is a consistent one. But when they come back home, they want to jump into it. But, sustainability have always been our problem. So I don't pray that this should go the way El-Rufai buses have gone, that these days you can't see El-Rufai buses in the city. You can only see it park in the park lots, and perhaps maybe some church later bought it over. That is the only, the ones you can see physically that this bus have existed before, but it was brought in by a government that want to ease the transport system for the poor masses. So it's high time, whatever we are initiating, we should be able to finish it. We should plan towards how to sustain it beyond the administration that even initiated the project. You understand? We should be strategic in whatever program we are bringing up that will benefit the poor masses, because a hungry man is an angry man. And once you put food into the table of a man and he's happy, why will he be angry? So let's get it right. I'm very, very happy that he said the program has been launched, but let's plan towards how to sustain this program beyond just the surface of it. If the technology is not available, why not bring in technology before we go into such things? You understand? The hard-earned money that Nigeria have, just like individuals who have hard-earned money, they protect it. So those who are in the position of leaders who are supposed to protect the Nigeria hard-earned wealth should protect it. It shouldn't just be a showcase of bringing a project to showcase the administration is working, but the sustainability of the project should be in the forefront even before launching it. So if this is already in place, why not us go by what we are used to, and we can also sustain while we plan towards how to get there before we also be able to bring in such sophisticated transportation system. Let's stabilize with something. We should be known with something that can be sustainable for a decade before we start changing, bringing in something that might work elsewhere, but it might not work in Nigeria.